So we'll be getting started in a few moments. Can't really tell how many people have come on yet. And maybe when you come on, just say you're on. I can see who's coming on. They changed a little something on Restream. I used to be able to see the platforms how many folks have come on, but I don't see that right now. It must be something that I need to figure out how to do a little bit later, but we will see. Don't have any captions, don't have any graphics. Well, now, and Thursday, March the 26th, the adventure continues. And it is an adventure. Let's see what's happening. So if you're coming on, say hello and holding the high you're doing right now, and appreciate all those that are coming on, being part of this coming together. Well, I'll go ahead and just say a word to get started today. Helps me stay centered as well, because there's a lot going on, and you have to be when other folks seem to be losing theirs. So it's a time that we come together each day, commune with the presence, and I guess they call it shelter in place right now. Stay at home, different words to use to describe what we're experiencing at the moment. See Stephanie come on. Be here. Happy to be here as well with you, Stephanie, and the others that have joined in as well. Hope you're all staying well, staying safe, and doing what you need to do to take care of yourself. We have to do in the external world, the three-dimensional world, and as well as do what we need to do internally, which is what we do here each day around noon Pacific time, just to have that spiritual cleansing. As we're having the external cleansing of washing our hands, we continue to keep our spirit clean and high as well. I was reflecting on what happens when we face unexpectancies, and how important it is to, keep a perspective. I've always learned that, how we see a particular situation, regardless of what's happening around us, how we see it, how we interpret it, what our perspective is on it, determines how it is us, how our response. I ran across a post the other day that's attributed to the painter Ben Vereen. I don't know if any folks are Ben Vereen. I say it's attributed to him because I saw it on social media, and I don't necessarily believe everything I see on the internet. But even if it didn't come from him, or somebody just made it up, it does have value. And so I have to read a portion of it because it helps us get a perspective on things that we may not have had at the moment. And here's what is attributed to what Ben Vereen said. He said that if we subscribe to the philosophy that life is always working out for us, that there is an intelligence far greater than at work, that all is interconnected, what if the virus is here to help us, to reset, to remember what is truly important, to help us remember about reconnecting with family and community, to help us remember we may need to reduce our travel, our modes of travel, to support the environment so the skies and the air and our lungs get a break. So China are seeing blue sky and cloud for the first time in forever, with the factories being closed. He reminds us that maybe we can relook at it from the perspective that working from home rather than commuting to work lessens our pollution and gives us more personal time. He says it's an invitation for us to turn inward, a deep meditation, rather than the extroverted going out to self-soothe or to self-soothe, as he says. Maybe it's a reminder of what we need to do to reset economically, to address healthcare so we have access to it for all the 30 million that may not have access to it right now. And he says maybe washing our hands become a new thing that we needed to remember, but yes, we did. He says there's a shift underway in our society. What if it is one that is favorable for us? What if this experience is an ally to our or an evolution? And he's offering his heart this morning. So he's offered another perspective, another way of relating to the experience we're going through as something that's unfolding for our evolution. He says it's time for a change. We all knew that, and change has arrived. So anyway, that's something about looking at it from a different perspective, as challenging as it is. Sometimes when we look at it from a higher perspective, we see it from a higher point of view, and it may give us some comfort. Anyway, I always been giving a tip for the day. And, I find that one thing that's helpful is that we, find a daily ritual that will help us through the day. And, some people respond to crisis that they face by, working as hard as they can, staying as busy as they can, and they attempt to keep things under control. Or sometimes folks fall into intense worry. But in either case, self-care is neglected. But I think in these times, it's important that we have more self-care than ever so that we can counter some of the emotional and mental and maybe even some of the physical strain of going through an experience like this. So daily rituals help, like meditation or exercise or writing, doing and affirming daily affirmations. I mentioned dancing, singing, listening to music, whatever works to nourish your soul. I just invite you that as a way to start off your day. But let's go ahead and continue with our day by embodying the words of the daily word for the day. And today, March 26, 2020, the daily word is wisdom. And it says, I apply my higher wisdom with faith and courage. My intellect life and meet obligations with logic and focus, dedication and experience. Yet I am motivated by something greater than my intellect, my wisdom. Even though I have made mistakes, I've learned those errors and grew in wisdom. I may not have gained otherwise without it. With forgiveness for myself and others, I have moved forward. My occasional blunders provide me the opportunity to become wiser, opening to deeper spiritual understanding. A wisdom that is beyond intellect and experience is revealed to me. My faith deepens, and my wisdom grows as I listen to the still small voice within. The wisdom of God directs my footsteps and brings me peace and clarity. And from the wisdom teachings of Proverbs, it says, for the Lord, which is the great law of life, gives wisdom. From this mouth come knowledge and understanding. So we have an opportunity to apply our higher wisdom with faith and courage in all the circumstances that we face. And as we take in those words, let's take a few moments to commune with the presence in meditation, get ourselves centered or recentered as we commune with the Spirit of the living God. Let's do that right now. invite you to focus on your breathing, your breath. To breathe in and breathe out and give all your attention to that breathing experience. And with each out breath, simply be releasing concern. With each out breath, relax a little bit more. Breathe in, breathe out. Release and relax. And in this state, we are open and receptive to hearing the still small voice. Something that divinely guides us in all that we do. As we lowly listen, we hear that presence saying to us in a feeling, if not in words, there is more in you. To be more, to do more, and to have more of the qualities of God in our life. We're reminded that it is the universe's great pleasure to give us ever-expanding good. And this good is not material necessarily, though it can be. But there are qualities of this infinite presence being expressed in and as our life. It is divine within us. It is the hope of glory within us. It is that part of God within each and every one of us. It serves as a reminder that we are always whole. We are always perfect in a spiritual sense. Because there's an unchanging part of us that can never be hurt or endangered in any way. We hear the master teacher say, "Be ye perfect, as your Father in heaven is perfect." And those words are a reminder that while we are never humanly perfect, there is a perfect pattern within us that we can always turn to. There is a presence that is available to all of us. It is a symbolic structure of a spiritual principle. It goes beyond the physical. It is a seed thought of perfection that is held in the mind and the heart of pure spirit and is also within us. That divine spirit nurtures us, supports us. It sustains every one of God's creations. We are blessed to be its recipient. No matter where we are, no matter what we are doing, no matter what we are going through and growing through, there is a presence we can lean on. Let us lean on that presence in the quietness for a moment. rest assured that all is well. We are reminded this is the day that our great Creator has made for us. This day we rejoice in it. We honor it. And most importantly, we become an expression of all that this presence is. And we bring it forth in every thought that we have, every word that we speak, every action that we take, every vision that we have. We anchor that truth in our very being. So much so we can say without a doubt that the Spirit and I and all of us are one. And as we have been collectively holding in consciousness, we have been affirming words of truth and a vision for ourselves and our planet by simply reminding ourselves we are in the presence of pure spirit. Our entire planet is immersed in the truth that life, love, health, and wholeness is our true nature, is our very essence. We claim that now. From this whole place, we radiate the qualities of God. From this place, we draw on the one and only source of all life, the Spirit of the living God. The spiritual presence quickens its presence in each person. It quickens itself in the planet in which we are living as we turn our attention to its healing presence. We trust Spirit to restore us to harmony and health. We trust that everything not in tune, not in alignment with this harmony, with this health, returns to the nothingness from which it has come, never to exist again. We hold that vision. We speak that vision. And most importantly, we know it within every aspect of our being that this is the truth about us. In all things we give thanks. We give thanks even though it may not be what we want or desire. There is always an opportunity to see it from a higher point of view, change our perspective, and know that it is there to help us grow, evolve, become more. And as we become more of who and what we really are, we are able to see and to say, when you see me, you see the presence that sent me. The one presence and the one power, the force, and is with us. All is well. Thank you, God. And so it is. so it is. Well, I say peace and blessings to you today. And as I mentioned earlier, just find your morning ritual before you start your day so you can set your day on a positive upward movement and navigate through the seeming challenges that we're facing, knowing that there's always something within us that's far more powerful than anything we face in the world. And as we collectively hold that together, there's power there. There's strength there. But when two or more come together for a divine and perfect spiritual idea, whatever we hold in our mind becomes part of our experience. So enjoy the rest of your day. Peace and blessings to you. Be safe, be well. Take care. Bye-bye.